All right, everybody, and welcome to the first artist panel of Reno Ukefest. This is our performers panel. We're very excited to be having a chance to have an intimate conversation with some of the leading ukulele artists on the circuit. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us.
Thank you. Our pleasure, Katie. And so we kind of live for those moments where you can connect with somebody, you know.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me, I was playing at a place called Mount Carmel Nursing Home, and nursing homes, really I think saved me early on. When I graduated from college in '93 with a degree in education, and I realized I wasn't ready to join the workforce. I needed to just take some time off after all those years of school and travel, but I also needed to make money, and a local folk singer said, "Lil Rev, you know a lot of old songs. You should go entertain the seniors." And I had no idea that you could do this, and that you could get paid doing it. So I started doing nursing homes, and pretty soon I was doing 4 or 5 of them a week. And there was one place in particular called Mount Carmel Nursing Home. Eventually they got shut down because they violated too many codes. And it wasn't the happiest place. It didn't smell the best. It wasn't the cleanliest. There was a lot of strikes against it. But there I am. And I often thought, if any part of this is my job, for whatever I was making back then, $50, $75, $100, my job is to bring some light and some joy here to these folks. And if I can accomplish that in an hour, it means I look out and I either A, see someone singing, B, someone smiling. Half the folks were sleeping, a lot of drugs, a lot of them were in pain, or they'd seen 100 miles of bad road. So when I would see those little signs of life, especially in memory care, it made a world of difference to me. Little did I know that I'd experience that later with my own mother after 20 years of playing in memory care. But I remember one day in particular, there was a lady in a wheelchair in front of me, and I was coming to the end of my hour, and she hadn't moved a single, not once. And I was playing some pretty toe-tapping music, And so my last song, I kind of said this to myself. I literally made a prayer. I was like, please, let me just see some little, move your finger, like anything. She was completely catatonic and her eyes were wide open. So I took out my harmonica and I thought, if this doesn't get her, nothing's going to get her. And I did an Irish jig, a simple little jig, which was something like. And I'm doing it, and the whole room starts clapping and tapping and singing, just getting into it. And all of a sudden, I look over at her. Watch my forehead now. I look over at her, and I couldn't believe it. She's going like this. Just try this once while I'm doing this. It's not easy. You're not used to controlling the muscles in your forehead. And not only was she doing it, but was on beat. It was on beat. And so I was I had almost tears in my eyes in that moment because I had touched somebody, and it was that powerful. And so as I was packing up my stuff, I thought, well, I'll go talk to her, see if I can talk to her after, but they wheeled her out of the room. And then I said to the activity director, I said, there was a little lady in the front row. She didn't move a single bit. She was catatonic the whole time. And but then at the end, she made her eyebrows dance up and down. And the activity director said, oh yeah, that's Dolores. She's got a litany of chronic problems, including having had a stroke. So she's not going to clap her hands or tap her toes, but if she likes you, at the last song of the show, she'll make her eyebrows dance up and down. And I realized when I left there, and I never forgot that because I did thousands of nursing home gigs, that's you and I. Dolores is you and I. And none of us know if we're going to be Dolores in our final days. And may we all be lucky enough to find one small sliver of hopefulness and joy in our day to just lift us up out of this place that we feel we've been confined and just, almost like prison sometimes, you know, but I was able to get through to her. And so it just goes to show you, you can always find a way to connect.